Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming back Governor Mark Dayton.
Everybody agrees we need to spend more money on highways, bridges, public transit, and nobody wants to pay for it. And there's about a $6 billion gap there over the next 10 years between those two numbers. And I proposed last time revenue, permanent source of revenues. It got roundly criticized and rejected, so be it. So I'm waiting to see what the legislature come up with as an alternative. But it's got to be a consistent, reliable source of revenue for the next decade. You've got to have real money that's sufficient to the task, and we've had experts look at that and say it's $6 billion over the next 10 years. And if we don't do that, things will get worse. That's the guarantee. If we don't do anything, or if we don't do enough, then all the highways are going to be more congested, and public transit systems are going to be less capacity. Those of you who want to take North Star to St. Cloud, which makes a lot of sense, are going to find difficulty for the state to afford its participation in that. There's no free lunch. And the federal government is not able to generate the money because of their fiscal problems. They're necessary. So it's face reality either on the ledger or it's face reality on the road. So I owe an apology, my generation, to all you younger generation. We tell you your education is important, which it is. You should get as much of it as possible as you should. It'll help you and help society, which will, but we're not going to help you pay for it. And when I worked for then Senator Mondo in Washington, education was one of my areas, 1975, 76. And back then, federal student aid was 1/3 grants, 1/3 loans, and 1/3 college work study. Now it's 2% college work study. It's 18% grants and 80% loans. Which means for probably most of you, it's loans, loans, loans for you and your parents. And it's a terribly unfair burden for us to put on you. And then we turn around and say, and by the way, we're going to retire at 65 and live for the next 30 to 40 years in a style which we want to remain accustomed. And would you please work 2-3 jobs as necessary to pay for that? And I mean, frankly, your generation should tell my generation, go get ourselves a loan. Senator Sanders says, well, free 2 years of vocational technical education, and I think it should be 10% of the cost for everybody, so you have some skin in it, but the rest of it should be paid for, because again, we know you're going to pay multiple times over with a good quality education. But we're way past that point now. I think law-abiding citizens have a right to own firearms and use them legally and responsibly. The things I advocate that just to me are common sense. So we have a waiting period, a background check for people who buy guns from licensed dealers. But you can go to any gun show and buy whatever you want with no restrictions whatsoever. Well, if you're a criminal and you can't get it through the licensed gun dealer, where are you going to go? So why are we advantaging people who are handling these matters illegally and immorally, in my view? But is that gonna take all the guns that are in hands illegally out of circulation? Realistically, no. But the possession of guns in the hands illegally of people who are going to abuse them is certainly a big part of that. But it's another one of these problems that is not going to lend itself to an easy solution.